You can share. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Four Direction. It has been a busy week, and everyone is busy with the inauguration event and what is going on right now globally. So today we are back. We have one of the best, the most popular training and courses that we are going to talk about. It matters to every human being. It matters to the people who are also in the diplomatic field, and students also who are looking to start a career in international development, human rights, and diplomacy. Our topic for today is the upcoming concept of diplomacy and human rights training by the United States Institute for Diplomacy and Human Rights. So I'm joined by the founder, Isabelle Vladoiu. She will be telling me more. She will be telling us more about the training and how you can get enrolled and few concepts of the diplomacy and human rights. Welcome, Isabelle.
Thank you, Mary. Happy New Year. We didn't get a chance to see each other for 2021, but I wish all your listeners and those who are watching us right now from home a new, renewed year with more passion, with more desire to do new things, and also many accomplishments. So that I just wanted to get it from the get-go. Also, I want to excuse myself for a bit because I'm using my phone right now, and the internet may be a bit unstable at this moment. So if somehow I'm getting caught up, please be patient with me. I'm just gonna try to log back in again, but hopefully we'll not have any difficulties.
Yeah,
So thank you for having me here, Mary.
welcome. So it has been quite a long time. And also, I'm excited to hear about what you are doing. You have been working hard day by day. So first, just tell us about a little bit about the institute, Institute for Diplomacy and Human Rights. When did you found it, and how? What is your mission and vision and your goal?
Sure. Well, Mary and I, we know each other for many years now, and I used to work for a lot of and collaborate with a lot of different international organization. A couple of years back, I started my own NGO and kind of like take the lead into more education for these two fields that I've been working for my entire life, which is diplomacy and human rights. I've been in these two fields for over a decade now, and I know that there was a need from all the friends, from all the collaborators I work with, the partners we are working with. I knew that it was a need, so that's why we founded the U.S. Institute of Diplomacy and Human Rights. And we grow exponentially. We continue to grow. Actually, 2020 was basically the best year of our life because we had to transition all our trainings from like in-person training to online training, and that gave the opportunity for more people, for more students to join us and kind of like get to know the whole purpose and mission of the U.S. Institute of Diplomacy and Human Rights is to increase understanding and raise awareness on these two fields, diplomacy and human rights. So we have a variety of workshops and seminars. We do a lot of research into these two fields, but mainly our main goal is educating people about this. It's not it's, if you want to see this way, it's more like we are on the front line of prevention, preventing human rights violations from happening in the first place, rather than going after that and investigate, okay, when violations happen. And we saw that the more people we educate, the more countries are free, they are more democratic, they are more respectful or of other people's human rights, because that's what human rights basically is. You know, the principle of respect for another individual. You learn that not only you have human rights, but also other people have rights too. So at the end of 2020, we actually did a training, a human rights training, our first
Mhm.
online virtual training on human rights. And that was received with a lot of success. A lot of students wanted to join in. Now, that was so successful that a lot of people said, okay, you have to do another one next month. At that point, we weren't planning on doing so. However, a lot of people, because first one we did it during a weekday, a lot of people asked, okay, you have to do another one so we can participate. So we we set the next course date, which is going to be January 30. So this January, it's on a
Mhm.
Saturday. It's a 4-hour online class via Zoom. So basically, it's an intensive training on human rights. We go over all the human rights in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And I'm teaching you basically the certificate for this is how to become a human rights consultant. You know, this is a niche
Why
in
is it important for people to take this training, specific training for human rights?
that's a very good question, actually. So, you know, this human rights, and you and I, we've been working together as human rights advocate for a while in this industry. But honestly, if you think about how many human rights advocates and how many consultants of human rights basically teaching other people what human rights are, you can count them on your finger,
Mhm.
like, you know, celebrity ones. So there is a need to grow in this niche. It's actually a niche that it's not explored at this point. So I decided myself with the board of the U.S. Institute of Diplomacy and Human Rights, because I myself, I have been in human rights consultant for many years, for over a decade right now, and I know what are the exact steps to be successful in this career. I'm
Mhm.
donating basically my time, my entire time right now, to teach others how to do and take the same steps that I did to be successful. You
Mhm.
know, when you go to school, you have a teacher. So a lot of people are professional teachers, and only some are professional mentors that actually, you know, you have to follow the doers. You have to follow, like, it's not enough to get a certificate. Of course, at the end of this training, all of them will get certified by US Institute of Diplomacy and Human Rights. But what is important here, it's not a certificate, not necessarily the knowledge that you get, but what is important is that you get to learn from somebody, meaning me in this case, that actually have done it already. And
Mhm.
I've been through challenges to my life, I've been to, you know, ups and downs, and I'm ready to share that with others, so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just need to follow the lead of somebody who already done it. And I think I myself personally, I have a lot of mentors as well. And I follow what others have done in order to be successful, because I know that can comprise the time from, you know, doing, you can experiment on your own and trying to be successful, and it can take you 10 years. But what if you can actually do it in less than that, in a year, in a month, having like a real person that is actually telling you what were the successful actions that they did. So that's why I think this training is so important for people to join us. We actually have a lot of students for this session on January 30 already signed up. I'm very
Who's supposed
excited for it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I just want to ask, who is supposed to take this training? Is it only for students or people who are just in the human, who are advocates?
Okay, so there's no specific requirement that you have to work in in the industry of human rights. You can, just want to have a change of career. Right now, 2021 can be anything for you.
Mhm.
But we do require that at least you have a bachelor's degree to start enrolling into this, because this is a professional certificate. Okay, a certificate for professionals. So you should already, like, you'll use the certificate to put it in your resume, your CV, to actually, if you want to go the route and take a job and apply to an international organization to work with, we also give you the tools and the resources how you can do that in this course. But you also can start your own business as a human rights consultant and help other people understand what human rights are. So that's basically kind of like the level, although there are no requirements. We have people who are in the government. We have people who are just, graduated students from international relations or whatever. There's no specific requirement on the kind of student we accept. We just have to have your willingness to participate, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so other than the person can find a career in as a human rights consultant, what other job areas that the certificate can open for an individual?
Yeah, sure. So in the training, at the end of the training, we provide people with all the resources that we know that are useful for people, where to apply, different organizations that are looking for. But here's what a lot of people need to understand on human rights consultant. Being a human rights consultant means also you can have your own business open up with this. So it's not necessarily you have to work for somebody else, but you can actually be paid for your knowledge right now. It's unbelievable. People don't realize the power that it can do. And right now, with this shift, everybody can do like an online course. So basically, we certify you that you are able to teach others. You can go into schools to teach others. You can go into offices like big corporates. You can also do online trainings. You can, open up your YouTube channel or do all kinds of different things to actually open up to more people. Because I'm telling you, there are not a lot of people out there that are human rights consultants. Not talking only about the United States, I'm talking about the world. There are actually there's so much room to grow in this field that it's unbelievable. And the other thing is that you can get contracts. Okay, there are a lot of United Nations is looking for contractors for human rights consultants. The Organization of American States it's looking for that. So there are a lot of international organizations who are looking for consultant. The consultant meaning you don't necessarily have a full-time job. However, you can get a contract, but that contract value can be, cover all your expenses for the entire year. We actually created in the course a career ladder where we show exactly where the title of human rights consultant can bring you on that ladder.
Very cool. I think there is a little bit problem in the voice, in the sound,
Oh, I see.
but we can fix that. So, how can the person get enrolled in this training and course?
Sure. So right now, usually this training, it's the cost and the value of this training is a bit high. It's $1,997. But here's what we, being through COVID-19, being whatever happened in the world, the shift that created, a lot of people have reached directly to us or to me and telling, hey, we really want to do this. And we decided with the board that we are going to cover, like, I'm not getting any payment for doing this. I'm basically donating my time to train the people and so that they can be successful. So right now we have it at $97. And the way that you should register, you still have until like January 28th is like the last day when we receive registrations for the January 30 training. And the way you register is going to our website, www.usidhr.org /human rights. So that's the link, usidhr.org, US Institute of Diplomacy and Human Rights, the abbreviation, /human rights. It's very easy. I don't know, Mary, if you can post it after
Yeah,
in the
sure.
comment section so that people can see. But that's basically the process. All the details, information about the program are actually listed there on the website, but I'm always here available. We have a fantastic also Facebook group. Immediately after you join, you are not by yourself in this one. You get a community of human rights consultants that can support you throughout your journey, and you can exchange ideas, share advice, and so forth. Plus, I'm also in that group, so I'm always there for questions for people.
Okay. So people can follow your website, and also you have the Facebook page.
Yes, we do have the
Okay.
Facebook page as well.
Okay. So before that, you have the training for, I think, diplomatic protocol course. And we have talked about that. Tell me brief about this training, and is it still available for people to enroll in it?
Sure. So, diplomatic protocol training, it's still available. It's a bit different. This training, it's a 7 modules training. So basically, when you enroll, you get the link access to our academy. You get a username and password to access our academy. And this is the kind of course that you, once you get to log in, you'll see all the modules. You'll have access instantly after you register. So it's not the live class like the human rights one. However, you can still interact with your instructions through the discussion point. And at the end of like the 7 modules, you'll get also some quizzes, very easy quizzes that, after you get through the lessons, and you get your certificate in diplomatic protocol and etiquette. But what's important to do this training? Well, here's,
Mhm.
and I know we talked in your other show about a year ago or so, but
Yeah,
I use a lot of, and I'm an author. I wrote a best-selling book on business
the book.
etiquette, and I call it also business etiquette. Same, diplomatic protocol and business etiquette are part of a new set of skills that everyone should have it, so
Mhm.
that you are a successful professional. Okay, think about when you go and introduce yourself to somebody. You meet a lot of influential people, Mary,
Mhm.
and skills of business etiquette. You know how to talk with an ambassador, you know how to talk with the president of the country. What are the, like yesterday's inauguration was a beautiful expose
Yeah.
of how protocol and diplomatic like whatever happened there, like the parade and everything, that's part of ceremonial. It's one of the tools in diplomatic protocol. It's so beautiful, and
Mhm.
those can actually be applied in real life. When you have important guests coming over, or you are organizing as a company an event, you have to know, okay, who has priority and who
Mhm.
doesn't. How do you sit ambassador? Do you sit them by rank? How do you sit celebrities? Like maybe you have a singer, you have the president, and you have an ambassador in the same room. How do you seat those? Maybe you go, like right, not much right now, but you go to networking events like we used to do, and hopefully that
Mhm.
that time will come as well.
Come back.
You have to hand out the business card and introduce yourself. How do you do that?
Mhm.
How do you actually present your card? What do you do after you receive somebody's card? There are so many, like for example, once you receive a business card from somebody, you don't put it directly in your pocket. You don't put it,
Mhm.
like, you don't shove it directly in your pocket, and a lot of people are doing mistakes on that. So that course is specifically for that, for teaching you. A lot of people confuse business etiquette and diplomatic protocol and etiquette in general with table manners. How to set the
Mhm.
table, how to arrange it for a nice dinner. But it's much more than that. That's just a tiny part of what
Mhm.
diplomatic protocol is. And because you've witnessed me, when we were interacted at United Nations with a lot of
Yeah.
ambassadors. We go meet with them, and that's basically what you need if you want to be at that level. And I'm not telling you necessarily, people have to aim of meeting ambassadors on a daily basis. No, this course is
Mhm.
for everyone who can apply specific skills that they can stand out from the crowd. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like you have something else that other people don't, and that's why I think a lot of people love that course on diplomatic protocol.
So also talk to me about the book of diplomatic etiquette. What is the content of the book, and how can the person benefit from it?
Oh, great. That's a great question. So with the pandemic, I got a few hours time
Mhm.
left to stay at home. It was like my dream came true basically because I've been postponing for a long time to write this book, and I know it's very useful for people who cannot access, necessarily going to a course. That's the book about. So the book is called Business Etiquette Secrets. So it's a bit more going into more detailed diplomatic. It's part of diplomatic protocol, but it's more towards the business area and how exactly you can apply it in your own business to make sure you are successful. There in the book, we also talk about table manners. We talk about how to exchange a business card. So it's kind of like the first step before you do the course. I totally recommend to get the book. And actually, for your viewers, I
Where
would like to,
where is the
uh,
book? Where if
yeah,
I would like to order it?
great. That's a great question. Well, actually, if you go right now on Amazon and search for my name, you can find the book. It's about, I think, around $20. But for
Mhm.
your viewers here, and you're a very special and dear friend and
Thank you.
partner to my heart, Mary, we actually open up a website. And if people go to book.usidhr.org, that's
Mhm.
the link. So book.usidhr.org, you can get it right now for free. Just pay the shipping
Shipping cost.
to your house. So if you live in the United States, you can get that book for free. I already paid for it for you, but we have limited stock, so I'm just sharing this for your viewers. If you guys want to get more about the secrets of business etiquette, I'm donating that book for you.
Oh,
Plus
thank you.
everything we do at the USI Institute of Diplomacy and Human Rights, we are a 501(c)(3) organization, and it's charity, okay? And the whole purpose,
Mhm.
even if you enroll in the human rights course, in the diplomatic course, you get the book from like the free website or the other website, the Amazon website. All of those go towards a good cause, which is helping kids go to school. We have a program called A Chance to Study, where we help children in other countries coming from disadvantaged backgrounds and areas to actually go to school. So this year we focus on Pakistan,
Mhm.
and we also helped a bit Romania. But every year we support a different country to go to school, the kids in that country to go to school.
Oh, okay. So if someone is outside the United States, is still they can get how they can get the book if I'm living outside the US?
So right now for outside the US, we are still working on the platform to be able to give it to outside of the United States. Right now it's not available, the free book, but I think Amazon delivers it anywhere. So they can still go
Mhm.
on Amazon, search for my name in the course, the book should. And the book is also available in Spanish and English on Amazon. So they can purchase it in any language.
Mhm. So going back to the training of human right also, how long is the training, and how it is going to be? I know that it's going to be virtual now, or some. How long is the training, and what is required, and what tool I supposed to bring with me if I'm coming to take the training?
You mean the human rights training, correct?
Yeah, the human right training.
Yeah, so the human rights training, it's available right now on January 30. You don't have to bring necessarily anything we do. Once you sign up, you receive a link to the Zoom that is going to be from 9 a.m. Eastern time to 1 p.m. So it's a 4 hours training. I might go a bit longer than that because we have so many students already enrolled. However, it's going to be live via Zoom. You'll get a chance to interact with me, to ask questions. I'm going to take you to everything you need to know. And at the end, you'll get all the resources. You'll get access to all the resources that you need to do, like next steps, what you need to do. So you don't have necessarily to prepare. However, you can have a notebook with you. We prepared a workbook for everyone, which we are going to send once a student register. We are going to send that workbook a few days before the training, and you can take notes on that workbook, or you can just have your phone, your all any requirement that like the requirement that is needed is to have the Zoom app. You either use your computer or you use your phone. You can be able to actually view us and interact with us. But it's more of an interactive training, so it's not, I'm not gonna ask questions necessarily, do quizzes. It's an interactive training. People are there to learn. It's a very fun activity. We had some amazing. So if you go to usidhr.org/human rights, you'll also be able to see some testimonials from former students, how much fun they had in the class and what exactly it is. And Mary, you did my training in person a couple of years
Yeah.
back, so you know what they should expect in
Yes.
terms of that. Now the same class we transition it to online version so that it's more
So
accessible.
yeah, just I just have a question now. What did you find like? Because you are advocate, how did you find the passion to start your own training and also writing the book? If someone in right now have the same skills and they are in the art field, how can they find out that passion and transfer it to a job, to a career path?
That's a very good question, Mary, and I love to share that and share my story. I I'm coming not from a rich background necessarily, where I was surrounded by diplomats my entire life. I was raised by my grandparents in a post-communist Romania in Eastern Europe, in a small country there, and I I knew that education for me can take me to other places. Okay, so I had one goal in my life, get through my studies and make sure, I'm being the best in my class, and that will give me the best job that I can get. And guess what happened? I got the best in my class. I got
Mhm.
two scholarships, not one, in college. And I went to law school. And then I was like, man, job opportunities, here I come. And that didn't happen
Mhm.
because right now we live in this kind of society that what people are looking for and what employers, now myself, I'm an employer, and I know and I can share what we are looking for is people having new skills, people having experience in a specific field, and or be skilled in a specific activity, rather than having gone to a specific school or Harvard
Mhm.
or whatever. you know so my passion came from understanding that a lot of people lack special skills, and I knew that I can offer them that viewpoint. I when I arrived in the United States, I had
Mhm.
no one. I had no friends, no family here. I was by myself. I had to get myself out of the crowd. And I'm not, I'm blonde and I might stand out from the crowd sometime. However, when you're in a big crowd like the United States, as an immigrant, as a foreigner, you don't get a chance. You
Mhm.
either step up and you build some skills that other people they don't have, or you stay like there and you go every day to a 9 to 5 job.
Oh.
And I'm not saying that that's not good, but you always have to shoot for the best. So that's what I did in my life. I had to shoot for the best. And when I got to the career ladder that I mean, I achieved career ladders that I could not even imagine. I was
Mhm.
awarded by the President of the United States. Who could have imagined that when I started
Mhm.
this journey? It was just, even right now, I get goosebumps and it's unbelievable to me. But anyway, right now, because I got here, I feel the need to share, because the more you create, the
Mhm.
more you give to others, you make more. You make more successful people. So I'm trying to build my army of human rights consultants. That's what I'm trying to do right now, and I hope a lot of people will join us, will join me in this journey, because it's a beautiful journey. And at the end of it, there's nothing but success. you know what can go
Mhm.
wrong? Staying in the same point that you've been, like, we've been through some rough times in 2021. We don't want to
Mhm.
go back there. But if we look, let's say I meet you in a year from now, and if I meet you in a year from now and I'm telling you, hey, how was 2021 for you? Like, how was this year? I want people to be able to tell me, hey, it was the best year of my life. I started my book, I started my course, I started a career in human rights consultancy. That's what I did. 2020, it was difficult for a lot of people, but I achieved some other things. I started my book, I transferred all my human rights and diplomatic protocol courses from in person to online, and we grew exponentially. So you have to take action. That's what I mean here. If there's one secret, one nugget that I can share with your audience, is you have to take action, and take it now. Not like, don't wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow might be too late, because the steps, the stones you are putting today can bring you to places that you never imagined.
Thank you so much. I think we have done everything. I guess have one question. Is we have 1 minute left. What is your favorite article, human rights article? What human
Favorite
rights
human rights
article
article from the
you stand for?
you mean from the Universal Declaration of Human Rights?
From the from the Declaration of Human Rights.
Okay,
Which
great.
article do you stand for?
Can you take a guess based on what I just said right now?
Education?
Yes, that one. So
Thank you.
Article 26 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights is my favorite article, and I know a lot of countries struggle with this human rights in particular. Even here in the United States, is not guaranteed under the Constitution. So for me, I think educating others, can bring others to the best places that can ever be. So that's my favorite human rights.
Okay. Thank you. I also remember actually the letter you sent to Melania Trump, the former first lady, about the bullying in school students, among primary school students, and that was a great initiative. Also for people to know about that kind of act is considered as a human right. Also, advocacy, some of advocacy work. Yeah, but thank you so much, Isabelle. Thank you for coming.
Thank
Hope
you,
to see
Mary.
you. Yeah, hope to see you soon again when we get back to normal.
I so hope so. I so hope to like my last message for you is to wish you the best 2021, and I really want to see you before ending 2021. But at the end, I want to hear from you and from your listeners what they've been through this year, and I want to hear like success stories and everything, and just be out there. Even if we are not allowed to go outside yet, you can still be out there, be present, like listen to Mary's show every Thursday, listen to other podcasts or YouTube channels, and so forth. Educate yourself, because the more education you put on yourself, the more you are able, when the world is going to open up, you have to be the first. It's kind of like a marathon right now, but you can run a marathon if you shoot yourself in the leg. If you just stay at home watching Netflix and so forth, that's not going to help you. When you wake up in the morning, just think about your goal. Your goal is to be here. Just go there. That's your reach. That's where you need to go.
So are we expecting new episode in your YouTube channel also? We share with the audience the YouTube channel.
Yes, you can share the YouTube channel. I have a couple of videos there. I didn't post in a while. I've been very busy, as you can see, but I will continue to post as soon as my time allows to post more videos there. But I think there's a lot of free information out there about human rights, about diplomatic protocol in general. So yes, they are welcome to visit my channel as well.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Isabelle. Thank you so much for watching the program for today, The Four Direction. This was a special episode about the concept of diplomacy, human rights training that Isabelle Vladoiu. She is the founder of U.S. Institute of Diplomacy and Human Rights. She enrolled. The training will be started in January 3rd. So please go to her website and register. And thank you, Isabelle, for your time, and have a good day.
Thank you as well. Thank you, Mary. Have a good one, everyone.
You so much. You too. Bye. Thank you so much again, everyone who were watching today, and for the interaction, for everyone who have followed us from the beginning and shared the video. Our topic for today were the upcoming concept of diplomacy and human rights training by the internet by Isabelle Vladoiu, the founder of U.S. Institute for Human Rights. We reached the end of our program. I was the host, Mary Apollo. See you again in a different show, a different topic next episode. Please keep follow up the Four Direction platform in Facebook and YouTube, and also share with your friend and send us your suggestions for different topics, for different issues. Reach out to us at contacts, and we will work on that. Thank you for watching again. Bye. Have a good day.